Howdy everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Faab Five campaign here on the Random Rhapsody Network. As always, we are live streaming our sessions on Twitch TV first, and then we'll be uploading the episodes to YouTube and podcast 1 week later. If you enjoy what you see here, feel free to follow and subscribe here on Twitch, and you can check us out on Facebook at Random Rhapsody TV or on Twitch at random_Rhapsody. Now, when we last left off, the Faab Five had decided to join an expedition led by their old comrade, Tomas Rothen, to infiltrate the lair of an important member of the cult of the Dreamer, the mysterious figure known only as the Dream Witness. The five adventurers secured passage aboard a fishing vessel named the Fairwaters, who was captained by a yellow-skinned tiefling named Talia Merkel. The ship set sail from Port Valena and headed east along the Ogenbach River towards its destination, the Federation town of Laverin, where the Faab Five would rendezvous with the halfling field researcher before continuing on with their mission. On the first day of their voyage, the Faab Five were given a tour of the small fishing vessel, introduced to the crew, and spent much of their first day trying their hand at fishing, while Eloise decided to take a little time to herself and rest inside the party's cabin. The group had mixed success with fishing that first day, and the ship ended up losing one of its poles when Apollyon mistook it for a javelin and launched it into a tree. Later that evening, the group assisted the ship's crew in keeping watch throughout the night, and as the morning sun started to peek out over the horizon, Apollyon managed to spot a flock of griffins stalking the ship. The creatures attacked just as the rest of the Faab Five crew and the fan crew awakened from their slumber. A fierce battle ensued, leaving several members injured by the animals. Eventually, though, the small flock was overwhelmed, though not before one of the griffins managed to escape, carrying one of the five's nearly dead horses with it into the sky. Blood and Liam both shot the fleeing griffin with their bows, and Veil finished things off by throwing a fireball to incinerate both falling griffin and horse, which left a column of smoke rising up in the forest behind them as the vessel continued on with its trek. The Faab Five decided to spend their next day of travel fishing once again to pass the time. And while they fished, Liam noticed that their boat was being watched once again from the woods south of the vessel. This time, however, the creatures he spotted seemed somewhat humanoid, though strangely plant-like as well. Liam watched them for a bit while he fished, until he was sure the creatures were indeed following them before alerting the others. Once everyone was aware of them, Blood decided to try and warn them off by firing a bolt from one of the ship's ballistas into a tree near the creatures. This definitely succeeded in chasing them away, and the group's last sight of the beings was of them running back towards the dark depth of the woods around them. And so, Faab Five, you're still on the deck of the Fairwaters, no doubt keeping vigil as the fishing boat continues to sail eastward along the river. The sun is just beginning to sink downward towards the tree line now, and Rigger, the dwarven cook, is passing around bowls of a very lovely fish stew to everyone on board. First to the captain, of course, but eventually each of you are offered a bowl, a tear of nice brown bread, and a mug of ale by the surly male dwarf. As each of you sit down to enjoy the meal, a fine breeze comes in from the west to fill your ship's sails. The skies above you are nice and clear, with deep hues of red and orange that lend to the ambience of the setting around you. You can hear the occasional sound of bird song from somewhere among the trees, the sloshing of the waves against the sides of the boat. And each of you are filled with a sense of relaxation and contentment as you all tuck into your evening meal. As you eat, a thought comes to each one of you. A thought, who does your character admire the most? And Liam, since you rolled, why don't you go ahead and start things off?
Well, I'd have to say, I definitely admire my Master Groot. However, this Ohm character, he was the one who trained my master. And although I've never met him, I'd have to say he's the one I admire the most.
Ohm's not a bad choice, that's for sure. He's an individual who could be an argument whether or not he actually invented martial arts, but that's probably just myth and legend. So, Blood, why don't you go next?
It's a difficult question. I mean, I could do my adoptive father after I was kicked out of my village, my brother, who I think is alive, but I think I'll still go with my father, my birth father. He taught me to be the man that I was before I was kicked out, and I've still got many of those qualities left. I had to do a few unfavorable things since then, but he's a good and righteous man, and I don't fault him for what he did.
I like it. Apollyon, who do you admire most?
Well, I really admire the great gladiator legend, the Boulder. He was so great in the ring. He was the people's champion. He's who I always look up to and try to emulate in all my life. Because after the ring, he set to the stage. He toured every stage in the land and was a very successful actor. And he gleams as a bright, bright star of inspiration to any young gladiator or warrior such as myself that wants to pursue the excellence of the body.
I love it. Yeah, the Boulder, he was an incredible specimen. Somebody you could absolutely admire. I dig it. I absolutely love that. Eloise, you're up next.
I mean, Vulcan is very admirable, and of course I admire him so much. I mean, I owe him everything. But also, there's something to admire about anyone you meet.
Yeah, I suppose there is, Eloise. There's definitely unique qualities of your companions, to be sure. But as you're all kind of thinking on these things and enjoying your meal, it's a beautiful evening. Not a cloud in the sky. It's just beginning to darken. And those lingering thoughts of those you admire most kind of hang on your mind. Your meal is finished, and the dwarf collects your tableware once you're all finished and begins to clean up. And as he's doing so, Fab Five, what do you want to do with the rest of your second evening aboard the Fairwater?
I don't know. I mean, not really anywhere we can go.
You said this is the second evening, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Yes.
We'll go and train with Karn.
You could probably do that for another hour or two. Karn being who he is, and I mean, you hired him, so he's there for you, and will absolutely spend a few hours training with you guys before y'all have to head off to bed.
to do a extra strenuous workout too. I'm gonna like hang by my feet off the side of the boat and do like inverted curls, and like try to like climb up the mast and slide back down like a fireman pole.
Yeah, I like it. Apollyon, Liam, both. Why don't you give me athletics checks? As Apollyon is doing these amazing curls off the side of the building, or the side of the boat, and Liam is sitting there fighting with his trainer. 21, very nice.
A 21.
He has you working with your longsword today, him with his great axe, and the two of you are just parrying back and forth, going through these motions of 1, 2, 3, block, 1, 2, 3, back and forth along the deck, and it's incredible, the sight to see this. However, Eloise, you're kind of hanging out over near the edge of the boat, and you especially are just amazed with Apollyon hooking his legs over the side. What's that? Go ahead, Koines. I think he froze. Anyway, what I was going to say is Apollyon has his legs hooked over the side, going backwards, forwards. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever seen American Gigolo, but picture Richard Gere hanging off that thing in the middle of, it was like in the middle of a doorway, and he's just upside down doing these upside down crunches, and it's just ridiculous to see. That's kind of what I imagine Apollyon's doing right now. And it's impressive. His muscles are rippling. The spray of the river water coming up, hitting him. His bare chest just gleams brightly in the moonlight. It is incredible to watch.
Alright, you can beat off to your fan art later. Good lord. Is he, like, ticklish, Apollyon? I just go up and start tickling his ankles, see if I can get him to fall off. If we're not moving too fast.
Oh, okay. You know what? Roll sleight of hand for tickling. Why not?
Oh my god, you're meter roll slide. Oh my god, that's with a plus 15.
Apollyon, go ahead and make.
I didn't hear anything you guys just said in the last minute.
I was saying I'm tickling your ankles as you're hanging upside down on the side of the boat.
So yeah.
So
Just goes, ooh.
So Apollyon, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please, real quick.
I'm gonna feel real bad. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my poor 2 with a 17 with the 15 modifier beat his con.
So I'm gonna say, in this circumstance, blood comes running up and begins tickling your ankles, and you're trying to resist. You're holding back. You're Apollyon, and you are strong, and it just overwhelms you, and you, whoo, as your legs release, and you go plummeting down into the river with a gigantic splash.
Just so everyone's aware, every day we've been on this boat, I've been ritually casting water breathing on all of us.
Oh, he's so
covered.
I'm like, alright, Captain, man overboard. We gotta stop.
Can I swim back to the ship while it's still moving?
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me, Apollyon. As blood calls out, man overboard. Ainsley, the halfling, comes running up with a noose and a lasso, just throws it out to you. And with your 12, you can easily grab onto it before it slips away from you, and you are now being dragged behind the ship.
I totally didn't think that was gonna work. I'm gonna feel so bad when he gets up there.
I'll try to pull myself up the rope and climb the side of the boat.
One more athletics check, buddy. Yeah, no problem. You pull yourself up.
As a party sorry gift, I'll get the alchemy jug out and I'll just have it filled with beer waiting for him to get up there. Like, I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't think it was gonna work.
And Apollyon's gonna come up and like stand up as tall and straight as he can, and like look over the top of Blood like he's about to whoop his ass, and then he just lift him up and just be like, "Oh, that was fun, buddy," and like give him a huge bear hug.
Yeah. He can run really fast if he needs to.
That's great.
Let's do it.
Blood, you probably feel your spine pop a little bit as Apollyon flexes hugging into you.
Yeah, it's probably not the first time it's happened. They've been together for a while.
Okay. I like it.
That was awesome.
I mean, the rest of the time, while he's not being an asshole, he's just sitting up there at the front of the ship, just kind of watching out, taking notes in his new little wrist journal,
Well,
looking at his shaved wrist every once in a while, just fucking muttering to himself.
And as you're sitting there writing in your book, Blood, you hear a voice inside your head. A familiar one. One that reminds you of being bound to stakes inside of a tent only a few short weeks ago. This voice says to your inside of your head, "Happy to hear y'all are joining my hunt for the Dream Witness. Hope you all know how to clean yourselves up. Bring dancing shoes with you."
Am I hearing Grover, or am I hearing that fucking barb?
No, that's Golden Tongue.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh, god damn it.
You recognize that as not a human, but a halfling's voice.
Yeah, it's
Kind
a
of cocky
fucking barb.
a kind of cocky little monk who helped you guys out of
Oh,
the
it's
dream
Rothman?
camp.
Okay, the way you said it, you sounded like that silky smooth cockroach.
No, I was doing my Nick Cage voice.
Oh.
My Nick Cage voice is fucking Tomas.
Well, he will say back. He'll say back. He goes, "It's good to hear your voice, sir. Yes, we are. We will be there as soon as we can."
Okay.
God, you scared me for a second there, dude. I was like, fuck. It's like, wait a minute. How the hell did he already know?
He said, "Happy you are all joining my hunt."
But that's what I was saying. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait, why would he say that?
I thought the same thing. I was like, oh shit, is that Golden taunting us some more?
Nah, this is Golden Tongue.
Yeah. Okay, I got you now.
Sorry, I don't have that many voices.
It's okay, you guys already told me in my game that all my female voices sound the same.
They do.
We're not voice actors. We only have so many, but we're still having fun. It's okay. I'm just
he'll
fucking
put
with
that
you.
in his notebook that he's like, got a sending from Tomas. I guess he'll tell everybody later when they go down to bed. It's like,
Talk.
Tomas reached out to me. He's excited that we are coming to join him. Don't everybody get all excited all at once.
Well, that's what we're here for. Completing the mission. Getting that gold.
I'd say our handsome half-drow is here. Oh, did he just drop? Oh, son of a bitch, he dropped. God damn it, look, right when I say it, he drops.
I'm sure Veil will speak up when he's able to.
Yeah.
For those watching, Veil is working some overtime, but he will be along shortly. So we're just going to keep going for that. Anyway, so you guys are free to do anything else you want to for the evening. If there's nothing else y'all want to do, you can help with taking watch for the evening, for the night.
I'm gonna go up to the guys and say, I think I finally figured out how to do something really cool. I still haven't figured out how to like change into something that can fly. Except now I can do this, and I'm gonna polymorph into an owl.
Nice. And you poof into an owl on the side of the ship right there, and it kind of just looks at everybody and whoos a little bit.
And I'm gonna turn my head 180 and then 180 the other direction.
Oh, that's just some eerie shit.
Does she get like do we hear like a whoo, whoo, like from fucking Jareth over in the corner?
I'm gonna say sure, why not? Jareth,
the Archimedes and Wart scene from what is the movie called? The Sword and the Stone.
Yeah, absolutely.
He flies over, lands on the deck. He's got a little bottle of wine with him. What's going on?
And he puffs out his chest feathers.
Jareth is a fey creature. He doesn't really eat. He doesn't have desires. He's not like that.
No, probably not.
You're ruining our fun.
That's what I'm here for.
Only animals make believe like dragons.
Yeah, there's already dragons in this world. It is fantasy. We don't need to fantasy up the fantasy world.
Well, if you guys have nothing else you want to do for the evening,
I'll take first watch.
I'll do one of them too.
I mean, I've got an owl. I have an hour in this owl form. I can take first watch because I got keen hearing and eyesight, and 120 feet of dark vision in this baby.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
so
we know that Veil's gonna take 2 watches anyway, so I'll just stay out with Eloise while she's in owl form.
And I'm just gonna be like flying and flipping and doing things because I can.
Well, that's also assuming that Veil is here at that point. So why don't we assume he's not for now? Let Eloise take first watch. Who wants to take second watch?
Take it up, Liam. Blood will do the last one.
Now I need to find
Oh, yeah,
the
sure. I'll
stats
take
for an
second
owl.
if she doesn't. Okay.
Okay.
Hang on.
Sounds good.
I gotta find the stats for an owl because this polymorph works different than V-shape. Okay.
Yeah, you
so this
cast
wasn't the
polymorph.
B-shape.
So.
This is a polymorph.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is polymorph.
So you got to use the stats.
Is there a visual difference when you go from humanoid to creature?
I mean, with polymorph, it's just kind of like a poof.
So are you doing
with
giant
V-shape-
owl?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll your perception.
I mean, I've got it open
Oh,
right
do you?
now.
Oh, never mind. Go for it. You go, girl.
Okay, so an owl's wisdom. Oh, owls have shitty wisdom. Oh, but the perception is +5. Okay, that's fine.
There's the owl right there.
Yeah, and then.
With
And I
a
have
giant-
advantage. Wahaha! Okay. Advantage, and it's gonna be. Wisdom is gonna be perception +5. Okay. Ah. So 13.
So 13 total. Okay. So the first 2 hours of the evening, well, everybody else is bedding down in their hammocks in the captain's former quarters. It's actually a very quiet evening, and the boat is getting the trees are beginning to thin out at this point, and they're just beginning to fade a little bit, and it's a quiet, pretty restful evening overall. You do hear with your 13 some cicadas chirping, some owls hooting, and you hoot back to them a little bit.
Because I can!
But other than that, you really don't see anything for the first 2 hours of your watch.
And halfway through that, I'm back into a dragon. Born.
And you poof back in, and that's probably fun.
That was awesome.
Okay, Liam, you go and wake up Liam, and Liam joins you. Liam, I forgot to mention, Eloise, that the captain herself took the first watch with you. The yellow-skinned tabaxi. It's the human male, Liam. The black-haired tan fellow that takes the wheel.
Is this the guy that doubled in size?
Yeah, that was the guy that doubled in size during that battle.
Gotcha.
And he takes the wheel while you take watch. Go ahead and roll me your perception check.
That doubling in size thing, that's pretty handy in a pinch.
Yeah, it has its uses. Luckily, it's not too big for the ship. I was kind of worried there, not gonna lie. You seem like the type that likes a good battle.
I've been known to get in a scrap here and there. That's an 18 for perception.
Okay. So with your 18 perception, it's strange. Because the trees are beginning to thin out a little bit more. There's less sounds the farther you get to the east. And occasionally you hear a bit of birds. You hear the slapping of waves against the boat, as usual. The one thing you do notice with your 18, I'll say, is that the winds are beginning to shift a little bit. And you can kind of see the sails go from really full with the back wind pushing it. It kind of tilts a little bit to your right as winds begin trailing south. And it begins shifting a little bit to the south. You can also see a little bit of clouds starting to come in at this point.
Alright, so possible storm coming.
But other than that, you have a pretty quiet watch. Who is taking third?
I'm taking the last one, so I guess if Apollyon wants to take it,
Yeah, I'll tell you. That's fine.
Okay. Apollyon, your watch is taken with the halfling, Ainsley. Go ahead and roll for perception. Did you hear me?
are you?
Yeah, my computer's just being slow. One second.
Gotcha.
Oh. God damn it! It's the fucking eggs all over again.
You're hanging out
I'm
on
I'm just curling this halfling to do some more exercise, not even looking around.
Okay. You're kind of running around on deck, exercising and shit, and the halfling is watching you and just kind of shaking her head. She actually has to pull a crate over to stand on it to man the wheel and see over it. Wheels are pretty big, and so it's a little adorable. And you see that, and that's got your attention as well. Just it's kind of cheeky and weird seeing a halfling helmet pilot a ship. But yeah, with the 5, it's quiet. Not a sound in the sky. A bit of clouds rolling in, but that's about it. And you just chill and work out on deck.
Nice.
Blood, your watch is last.
Ugh, it's a 12. God, it's a +8 with 12.
So you are with Cheeky Clouds, the Tabaxi,
Cheeky.
Yeah, cheeky.
Yeah, Cheeky Clouds, I think it was.
Yep, cheeky clouds, like I said, and she's controlling the helm as you're out there, and the clouds are pretty well full, and you're not seeing a whole lot of stars in the sky, and the trees are beginning to thin out even farther. You're getting to a point where you can see up ahead. It opens up into plains on either side of the river. That kind of has you distracted a little bit. And so does Cheeky. You haven't hung out with a lot of tabaxi. You're in quite a while, I imagine. And you haven't. I don't know when's the last time you've seen a female.
Probably been a while. Not that he's horned up or anything.
No, you're not a bard. You're not. But it's enough of a distraction that with a 12, nothing really happens, and you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
He's probably trying to think of his perfect
Hey,
pickup line.
Quicksilver.
Like, you come here
Welcome
often?
back. Yep, we're doing our 7 o'clock.
Like, can you tell me where the weight room is? Flexing his small muscles.
And the tabaxi woman is just not interested in your shit.
Yeah, she probably knows who the fuck he is. She knows to stay away.
Nah, it's more of a, dude, I'm working here. Go fucking sandwatch. It's more of that kind of thing.
He's not actually flexing. Fucking Blood doing that with what? You got no muscles.
Oh no, it's canon, buddy. It's canon. But you guys make it through the night with nary an incident. Y'all wake up relatively early, a little sore. Probably Apollyon from all that exercise and taking a dip. And as you all wake and head out to find your breakfast, there's a low fog over the river. There's very little wind, and what there is seems to be blowing in more of a southwestern direction, forcing the captain to raise the sails up while most of the crew head down to the lower decks to extend oars out and begin to row. This forces most of you to remain above deck and help out, while Captain Talia takes the helm and Ainfleet scurries around deck to guide you all in fulfilling the captain's orders. You all hear the captain call out, "One of you grab the rigging and secure the sails. Batten down the hatches. One of you take watch in the bow for anything in the water. Light up the lanterns. Keep the horses still." And so I'm going to need each of you to decide what you want to do as she's looking down expectantly at all of you.
I'll head up and, go ahead, Blood.
Yeah, so Blood will take the watch because he's not strong, he's not good with the animals. But he can see shit.
So Blood, you go
Well, you know,
up to the top.
Yeah, he'll go up and take watch, check for shit in the water.
Okay, what was it, Apollyon?
Animals.
Eloise.
I'll throw out the anchor.
Nobody said about the anchor, Apollyon.
Yeah.
No, nobody said that.
Nope, she wants somebody to batten down the hatches, so that's securing the sail, or batten down the hatches, that is securing all the doors and all of the grates. There is securing the sails and keeping them up. There's lighting the lanterns, and there's keeping watch and keeping the horses still. There's 5 things, so each of you are going to be doing a thing. And if
Okay, I'll do the sail one.
You're going to do the sails one? Okay.
Help with the animals.
Yeah, I'll batten down the hatches.
Okay. So
Will should light the torches because he can do that real easily.
yeah, Veil can definitely do that. It's just a prestidigitation cantrip. So, securing the sails, Apollyon, she yells us out, and Ainfleet comes running up to you. Grab that rope right there and begin pulling it downward. Then tie a big knot around that that wooden stake right there. Hurry, hurry. So I'm going to need you to make an athletics
Got
check
it.
for me.
13.
13. It's tough. With the lack of sails, you're struggling a little bit to pull up the rope. But you're strong. You're Apollyon, and you're doing it one hand over the other, slowly, one after another. Maybe you overdid it a little bit yesterday at the workout. You're not sure, but a 13 is exactly the DC you needed. You needed to roll to do this.
Right.
So you barely managed to pull the rope down, and you begin tying it in a knot to hold it there. Liam, you said you were going to batten down the hatches. So this is going to be an acrobatics check. You're running up to each of the doors, each of the grates, and you're trying to lock them quickly.
That would be a 27, sir.
Oh yeah, with a 27, with ease. You are just nimble as fuck, and you go running around, securing each latch. You kind of slide a little bit. You're dancing around on your knees. You're making this look like an acrobatics routine. It is impressive. I like it. The third one, keeping watch. Blood from a stone. You're going to give me a perception check, please.
God damn it, another 12!
With that fog rolling in, it's difficult to see in front of you. Even as Veil snaps his fingers and lights all of the lanterns in the area with prestidigitation, because that's something that he can do. It's hard to see out there. The fog is getting denser and denser with each passing moment, and you can see maybe 15 or so feet ahead of the ship. You even kind of crawl out onto the foremast, that big frontal, this thing up here, and you're kind of balancing a little bit and watching, and you can see maybe 15 feet in front of you there. It's that dense. But so far, in that time, you can't really see, you're not seeing anything, so that is technically a failure, though.
Was it a straight? I'm just like, before when he saw earlier, was it a straight going down the river? You just saw planes on the other side?
Yeah, it's planes on either side. I mean, the river bends a little bit, but it's enough that as long as you're watching and you're calling out, you're not in danger of crashing, if that's what you're worried about.
Yeah, well, something he was going to end up doing, I was going to say, is randomly, like every, maybe 5 minutes, he's just going to shoot a bolt straight out, and hopefully they're not hitting. Like if he all of a sudden he hears it hit wood, he knows there's like another in front of him.
You can totally do that every minute or so. I have no problem with that. Who do we have left? Eloise with handle animals. So you run over and begin trying to calm the horses. Go ahead and give me a handle animals check. Or an animal handling, whatever.
Casting speak with animals help me with this?
I'd say they'll give you advantage, sure.
Cool. I'm going to do that.
Oh!
Ugh.
I'm rolling crap tonight, guys.
Yeah.
11.
Even with the handle animals, with the previous loss of one of the horses and this continuing fog that's just enveloping the ship, the horses are skittery as fuck. They are just nervous, and you're trying to pull them all together. You're trying to keep them calm, and it's not working. They're frustrated and angry and stomping their hooves and whinnying, and the captain behind you is kind of yelling, "Keep those horses still!" But it's just rough. So that's 2 successes and 2 failures. So...
Wait, Veil was a success. He lit those lanterns.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I forgot about Veil. I apologize. Yeah, that's 3 and 2. So nothing, horrible is going to happen. Nothing horrible is going to happen anyway. But, what is going to happen is...
Just semi-horrible.
What is going to happen is I'm going to need one of you guys to... Actually, everybody's going to need to do some rolls. Is we're going to roll to see what kind of day today is. Give me 1 second to pull this up. Because that document got closed by accident. Okay, so what I'm going to need you guys to do is, first off, I'm going to need somebody to roll a d8 at disadvantage.
Oh, I guess just roll it twice.
Yeah, just roll a d8 twice, and you take the smaller roll. Okay. 5.
Well, it's 2 and a 3.
A
So
2 and a
2
3.
without that.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay.
No, it says 3 put. Oh wait, never mind. 2 different ones.
Okay. Okay, that worked perfectly. Apollyon, I'm just going to take your first roll for the second d8. Or actually, that can work at disadvantage too. Why not? Absolutely. Okay. The next thing I'm going to need is somebody to roll a d20 for me. And I'm going to need one more person to roll a d20 for me.
It's a d20?
Yep, just a d20. Thank you.
Rolls are great, guys.
Okay. So, as the day begins to move forward, the clouds are getting darker and darker, and the winds begin to push up a little bit, pushing in these southern clouds that keep coming towards you, blotting out the sun. However, flashes of lightning begin to start crackling through the sky. I think I might actually have some music for that. Let me see. But anyway, it is dark. It is cold. And as the rain begins to crash down upon you all, you're just shiver in spite of yourself as this cold, cold rain just pelts you all. There we go. There we go. Can you hear that?
Can you?
Yes, I like it.
Nice. Okay. And so for your day of travel, it is disgustingly rainy. Lightning crashes. You see lightning go striking off across the sky. Thunder crashes with loud breaks. And the captain is yelling to everyone, "Keep the sails up! Keep us steady! Keep your eyes open, blood!" As you're all doing your best to continue to make your way down the river, the oars that have come out the side of the ship are just rowing strong, but it's difficult work. And eventually, the captain does call for everyone to stop and the anchor to be dropped because it's becoming too dangerous to sail farther. So this is going to kind of put you guys back a little bit on your travel.
Now I can throw out the anchor.
What's that?
Now I can throw out the anchor.
Yes, Apollyon, go ahead and make an athletics check for me to throw out the anchor.
Throw out.
Hell yeah! It'll be like in those cartoons, like the river, and you throw out the anchor, and then like the whole thing just comes to a stop.
Oh yeah.
Watch you get like a nat 20 here. It's just how things will be going for us for tonight. Bullshit rolls will be the best ones. Not bad.
Yeah, with a 14, no problem. You grab the anchor and throw it off the side of the deck, and it just splashes into the river with a crash. The boat kind of drags a little bit, and then just everyone shudders as the boat comes to a halt in the middle of the river.
Alright, I'll try and give Eloise a hand with the horses here.
You go black for anybody else?
Yeah, I went black for me too.
Yeah, I'm giving everybody. I'm setting it dark.
Oh, gotcha. You changed it. I see what you're doing. Setting the ambiance, setting the mood.
Yep, exactly.
Now I just have to stroll over to fucking Cheeky here for a second. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Let's see. Who all has dark vision? Liam, I know you do because you got your goggles.
Goggles!
I mean, fucking Vale's got his extra 30 feet now, so he's got, what, 90? Because he bought goggles?
Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, Apollyon, do you have dark vision?
I have the belt of dwarven kind.
Okay, there we go. So, Eloise. Eloise, do you have dark vision? No?
So she's
Yeah. Yeah, no. Probably not.
You don't? Oh, I thought everybody did.
No, the Dragonborn. No.
I thought it was just a squishy human that didn't have one before.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Stop calling me squishy.
Well, there is light. I'm setting light.
Well, we got the lanterns. I didn't even think about that, yeah.
Also, produce flames.
Okay, there you go.
I'm good. Oh yeah, I noticed you guys are shivering. Are you cold? Holding out my flaming hands.
Well, I mean, Blood is a cat covered in fur, so he's warm to a degree, but then he is soaking wet now, so... He's... Yeah.
But yeah.
He'll be all poofy in an hour if we go inside.
Pauline's gonna be out there, like, shouting up into the rain clouds, "Come on, show me what you've got! I'm getting pumped! I'm getting pumped!" Vegetation to make, like, lightning, like, flow all over his muscles.
Liam's hat is like 2 feet in diameter. Like he's pretty well covered for the most part.
Sorry about that, y'all. I had a call that they don't normally call, so I had to find out what was up.
You're fine.
Yep, anyway, my bad. But you guys are all now in the rain, kind of stationary in the middle of the river, and it is cold, it is wet. But what do you guys... It's probably pushing early evening at this point. You've made it about half of your day's travel, but not coming in quite as well as you hoped. But you did have some good days before this, so who knows. Anyway, what are you guys wanting to do for the rest of the season?
Well, it's still pretty good fishing weather.
Yeah, probably not.
You knock yourself out.
I'm gonna work my way over to one of these giant crossbows and just take the first 2 steps and load it and start just like pointing it left and right, looking for something to fire at.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Liam's going for the wild card move. He's like, I just take the biggest weapon and start aiming it.
11.
Yeah, it's dark, the rain is pelting you, and you're kind of pulling your hat down low to keep the water out of your face, but there's nothing out there. In the flashes of light, you can see plenty of shadows, but not a tree, not an animal, not a bush, nothing.
Well, I'm gonna hold position for a minute. What's everybody else doing?
Yeah, what is everyone else doing?
Yeah, Apollyon is like digging this like thunder and lightning and everything. He's like sending up little bursts of lightning out of his mouth. And he's like, it's like a Lieutenant Dan moment. He's like, come on! Show me what you got!
I imagine you standing up onto the railing itself, holding onto the the rope netting that goes up to the mast, and you're just standing there yelling loudly at this, and everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? Even the captain, who's helming the ship, she kind of looks over at you, Liam, because you're the closest to her. It's like, is your friend all right?
He thinks he's in the middle of an action play. You know, one of those where he's the hero. Don't mind him. He's fine. He's fine.
If you say so. Keep a good lookout. You don't want anything coming at us while we're stuck here. What's everybody else doing? Eloise?
I'll just try to keep any fires that we have lit to try and have warm spots and dry spots, and I don't know. Also try to keep the animals as calm as possible, and maybe sneak some flyers into some of their cargo. I don't know.
We've been meaning to have a talk with you about that. I think Leon and I talked about it once. That bod, those dreamer people, they found us because of those flies. I think we need to maybe keep those back to the port. Maybe just not. If we're keeping them on the ship, that's one thing. But let's maybe not put them on trees anymore. That was our mistake. We got a little too overzealous.
Okay. I'm still gonna try and sneak some into their cargo.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check, Eloise.
It's gonna go so well, guys. It's gonna go so well.
Blood, give me a perception check.
Hey, 14!
Not bad. Not bad.
God!
Wow.
10! What the hell?
Hee
Alright.
How am I sneaking anything past anyone? I don't know.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be an advantage, but it's
Still.
her ship, so I'm giving it to her. Talia went. So, okay, setting the scene. Eloise, you are crawling around out there on the deck, pushing some of the barrels and crates aside to see if you can get a little, find a nice little spot to paste some flyers. And you hear the captain yelling out from behind you, "Dragonborn, what are you doing back there? You come out from there. It's not safe."
I dropped something, and I'm just gonna grab a handful and stuff it in wherever I can.
You're just pushing them in wherever you can. And
just like jamming it in between some stuff.
And Ainsley, the halfling, comes running over and is grabbing you and trying to pull you back. And what are you doing back there? And she reaches out and pulls out a couple of flowers. What are you, Captain? She's putting something on the ship. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to. No, I'm not.
What are you doing, Eloise?
Nothing. I'm not doing it.
This halfling is pulling you back and dragging you away with a handful of flowers. Captain! And the captain's just like, "You stop that!"
I'll lean over to the captain and point out, she signed a contract to put out 1,000 flyers. That's a lot of flyers, you understand. She's been trying to give them away for a while.
I don't
My
care.
apologies.
I don't care. Just don't put them on my ship.
Eloise, maybe hold on to him for now.
Okay. I like it. But the day winds on, and it's dark, it's cold, it's rainy, it's miserable, and all of you kind of shuffle off to bed with a very lackluster meal in your bellies, as you're just stuck here for the remainder of your day. But you do all eventually go off to bed. I assume you all take watch once again. So,
Yeah.
who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your perception check.
13.
13, not bad. Unfortunately, with the rain and everything, not much goes on for the first 2 hours of your watch. It is cold, it is miserable, and all of your clothes cling to you as you're standing out on the top of the deck, watching and trying to keep your eye out on everything. But nothing untoward happens. Just not much out there. Amongst the plains, it's pretty open. You can still see the woods in the distance that you had left, because you didn't go too far beyond that. But as far as the trees themselves go, it's nothing but shadows. With the 13.
Alright, time to go sleep naked and let my clothes dry out.
And so Liam goes. Who's taking second watch?
I guess it doesn't. I mean, did you say you will, Eloise, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let her.
So Liam goes over and shakes Eloise awake in her hammock for her watch, and then Eloise, as you're walking out, you kind of take a glance back and just see Liam's bare ass as he's hanging his clothes up to dry near the little iron fire or whatever.
Liam, be careful. I've had to relight that thing a few times. And then I'm just gonna keep walking.
Yeah, probably. I imagine it's a very pale ass. Anyway, you go out on deck and take your watch for the night. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Wow.
I'm more perceptive than an owl, guys.
With your nat 20, you see it all. And the storm is getting heavier now, and the lightning is filling the sky. So much so that it's casting quite a few shadows out there among the trees, far to the west of you. Probably at least a good mile out. However, what you can see in those flashes with your nat 20 is a very large flock of shapes flying through the air, heading in your direction.
So the flock itself is large,
Yes,
or the creatures that are in the flock are large?
Both. The flock
fun.
itself, you're counting, and you're counting quite a few. There's more than 3 or 4 of these things. It's hard to make out how many exactly, because you're only seeing them every time the lightning flashes. And those keen dragonborn eyes of yours with 20-7, that you're able to see them at all. But they are large winged shapes. You can see the flaps in the lightning flashes. But apart from that, it's hard to judge how big they are, but they're definitely big enough that you can see them.
And they're definitely heading in our direction?
They are definitely heading east in your direction.
Awesome. Also, they're coming from behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up these guys and probably the captain and just be like, maybe concerning, a little bit, maybe.
And you pointing it out to who's working today? I think it's probably Cheeky who's got the helm right now. And you say this to her, and she's like, "What?" and sees it. And the moment she sees it, she's ringing the bell that's right there next to the wheel, ringing, ching, 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 ching. All hands on deck! All hands on deck! She's calling out. So you guys do rouse.
Give me 1 extra minute. I gotta put on my new tunic.
So most of you, other than Liam, go running out on the deck. I'm gonna say that Veil is still probably asleep, because I don't feel like controlling him too.
He's a heavy sleeper, that Veil.
So were you the other day.
Mm-hmm.
But you all managed to rush out, and I'm gonna say most of you are probably. Yep, she's gonna rush over here. Actually, I'm gonna. Arrange y'all a bit, but you're all watching, and you can see these shapes are getting closer and closer towards you all. They're probably about a good 300 feet out at this point as you guys all come out on deck. So, Fab Five, what do you guys wanting to do?
Guard, I guess I'll take one of those ballistas and back. So they're coming from the east?
They're coming from the west.
From the west.
The west or the east. Alright, well then I'll take one in front. So.
Yeah, so
Already my javelin lightning.
they're coming from the west. They're coming towards you guys.
Alright, so they're coming from this direction.
Yes.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, from the back of the ship.
Okay. So you guys have a few moments to to get, because like I said, they're around.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Okay.
Yeah, they're around 300 feet away, so we've got a little time to get these moving, and our ship's not moving at all right now.
No, it's not.
Indeed. I don't remember. Did you get stuff for the ship, the ballistas?
Yeah, I gave you guys a handout for it.
Just trying to remember what it was called here. Oh. No, that's it. Nope, that... Oh, ballista. Okay. Good.
So yeah, it does take takes 3 actions to fire, 1 to load, 1 to aim, and 1 to fire. But you got some time, so we're gonna say you probably have about 2 rounds before they get onto the map.
Well, then we'll have it loaded and ready to fire. But yeah, I'll just have mine prepped, ready to go.
Okay.
Are we rested right now?
What's that?
Are we long rested right now?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you had a long rest the night before, and you didn't really do any fighting, so you should all be.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
And I have one more out of character question. On my Javelin of Lightning, if I throw it, does it come back to me?
No, it doesn't.
So if I threw it at something like outside the boat and it fell in the water, it would be gone?
Yes.
Alright, that sucks. Alright.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not.
ready.
It's not a teleporting one, or there are things that do return. There's like a. I want to say there's like.
Yeah,
a
stuff
more
of returning.
Yeah.
It exists.
But that thing doesn't have that.
Next time we go to Melvin, I need to get it upgraded then.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
Mitchell's
How many fires
uh,
until you know his name?
Yeah, at
I
least
just do it to myself.
got rid of a handful of them this today, so there's that.
Okay, but like I said, guys, what are you wanting to do? Are you just waiting until they get close? Right now, I believe.
Close enough to see whether they're hostile or not.
So
What?
okay,
What are these things? Do we know that yet?
you're unable to see them yet. It's as dark as it is. Well, you know what? They're getting closer now. Go ahead, 2 of you, make perception checks for me.
Yeah, here's finally something better than 12. 14, still better.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
18 and a 16.
They're probably around 150 feet away at this point, and you can tell that they're big. You can tell that their wings are fairly large, and the body extends outward in 2 feet, and it does have a head. You can make that out, but it's still too dark to tell exactly what they are. However, they are definitely flapping in your direction.
As soon as they get within 120 feet, I'm shooting.
I yell up, I find the captain and yell to him, "Is there any way we can get the ship moving?"
It's too dangerous in this kind of weather. We run the risk of hitting anything, running aground. We have to wait it out.
Well, be prepared to fight, because we don't know what's coming.
Well, so you guys have a few minutes to, or at least a few rounds, to get yourselves in whatever positions you want to take. So what do you guys, where do you guys want to be by the time they get within 120 feet, which is when Liam said he was going to fire ballista?
I mean, I'm on the other one, so I'll fire at the same time as soon as I can actually see them.
Are the two
Direction
ballista like on both sides of the like back of the ship?
Yeah, there are two ballistas on the back of the ship and one on the front.
Okay.
The human sailor takes the one to the front just to be on the safe side.
Okay, I'll stand between. I'll be between the two ballista just in case one of them needs help.
Okay. And the human woman whose name I'm escaping, Roe or something like that, has taken the helm, while the captain herself is keeping an eye out. She has her crossbow ready and is scanning the horizon as well. So, I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
Watch now, I'm gonna get a great fucking roll. No, what the hell? I haven't rolled
Click on our
every-
token if our token's not there.
Shit.
Your token is there.
I think the best thing I've rolled all night is a 6 plus my modifiers.
You can't
That's
see your
sad.
token?
No, it's still just a black square to me. Oh, because no dark vision probably.
Well,
My apologies, Matt. Can you put me in at 14?
Can you see yourself now?
Yeah.
See yourself?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Yeah. It'll
Yeah, then
be,
click on myself.
yeah, it'll be like garish. And click and flip.
Okay. Is everybody in?
I think so. I think
Looks like it, yeah.
Okay. So, let's see here.
Yeah, you still don't have me in there. I rolled a 17.
There we go. Okay. Everybody good to go?
Let's do it.
Yep.
So, looks like first up is the captain's turn, but she is holding her action because they're kind of out of her range right now. So, honestly, what we're gonna do is you guys did say that when the creatures came within range of the 120 feet, you guys were going to take shots with your ballistas. So go ahead, both of you, and make your attacks with your ballistas.
Oh, a nat 20.
Nice.
that's 23 for Mine.
Nat 20 with the big gun.
Oh yeah, both definitely.
So
hit.
instead of, so I'll roll 3d10 and we double it, or do I just roll 6d10?
Nope, 3d10 and then double it.
Oh, look at that! That's 21. So
Nice.
All right, so that's 42 from me.
Wow. Okay, so Liam, you take aim perfectly with that ballista. Fire. The bolt goes flying through the air, catches whatever that thing is directly in the chest, and it just drops, plummets to the ground with no other reaction whatsoever. Blood, yours does hit as well, doing 21 points of damage, and you see it lose its wings a little bit and kind of drop a little, but manage to pull back up again. So that one's hanging back a little bit. It's kind of lost in step with the rest of them. It took a decent hit, but that one is still up.
Awesome description. Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. But you guys all do have a bit of time, but they are within 120 feet right now, so let's see. So they've got one round now before these things come into view. So anyone who has the ability to hit them at that 120 feet, you guys are each going to have one round before they appear.
Alright, I'll do a Eldritch Blast.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a roll with your Eldritch Blast.
Did I use up my opportunity? Yeah.
No, you're going to have another one when it comes to you.
Oh, I didn't mean that to be an advantage. I meant to roll twice.
Okay. The first one is going to be a miss.
Okay. So one of them hits. Wow.
Okay. 1 point of force damage.
Wow.
Because now that they are coming into view, you can see the misshapen body and huge wings of these woman-like humanoid monsters. These are harpies. And the harpies are all flying in your direction.
He said, just I guess before the initiative, or okay, now it's her. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Cheeky and Venu are both close fighters, so they are going to wait. Liam, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'll take a couple quick longbow shots at him. I assume the 22 hits?
22 hits, the 10 does not.
$10 piercing. I'll aim at the one that that blood already winged.
Well, it's hard to tell which one it is because they're still pretty far off.
Okay, then just whichever one I hit, I hit.
Yep. It's just going to be random this turn. But let's see. Eloise, you're up next. They are currently 120 feet away.
I have much that's gonna help at 120 feet. I guess no, because that's gonna make it harder for you guys to hit them too. I'm just gonna hold until they get within 60 feet. Or within 80 feet. Once I get within 80 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you holding?
Once they're within 80 feet, I'm gonna shoot my light crossbow at them.
Okay, sounds good. That's it for you. So next up we have Blood. You're up next.
I guess, are they able to discern everybody on the deck of the ship, do you think? I mean, I'm just wondering, would I get sneak attack if I hit?
You have no idea.
Should I do like a hide motion? Because I could go ahead and roll stealth.
I don't know. I think the arrow would be coming out of the fog. That's a sneak type thing.
I mean, I'll do stealth just in case. Bonus actions. 26.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to take a... we're going to go Blazing Bowstring Sharpshooter. See if we can't hit with this one. We're going to go for Gusto. So that's a 17?
Yeah, it's definitely going to hit.
Alright, so that's going to be... This thing's got to be dead. 38, 40.
40 points of damage, yeah. You fire out at one of the
I mean,
one of those.
Since he is an assassin and they haven't gone in this round, you could, I mean, if you would say it's just, you could double that to 80, but I mean, I'm thinking that 40 is going to kill it anyway.
It was, but technically you are right. Well, they are actually no, because their turns are they're double dashing.
They're raw, okay, yeah,
So-
okay, gotcha.
So they are still technically in the initiative.
But still, I'm hoping 40 probably
40
killed one.
is enough. You do see this bright red flaming bolt of energy go shooting off into the air, arcing, striking one of the harpies in the chest, and it just plummets to the ground and drops into the river. Probably burning a little bit as it drops. Yeah, definitely dead.
Awesome. Alright.
Okay. And seeing that, Ainsley, since it's her turn, she is going to call out, "Woo! That was awesome, Blood! You are incredible! That is just amazing!" And she's giving you inspiration, bardic inspiration.
Aww. Thank you, Sugar.
So, what is her?
Probably, I mean, if they're, I think it would be a D8, but or is it still a D6? I mean, if they're level 7 with us.
That's what I'm looking at. Because they're not all of them are.
And it might be a multi-class. You don't know.
Nope. It is still a D6.
Alright, I'll remember that.
But still, D6. D6 of inspiration. Okay. Next up is the captain. Actually, no, sorry. Next up are the harpies. And they are finally now coming into view. All of them are flying as quickly as they can. And they managed to get about right here.
Did they get within 80 feet?
Or was it 60 you were waiting for, I thought?
Within 80 was what I was waiting for.
Yes, and a couple of them, it does kind of look like it, doesn't it? Let's see. Yeah, they are within 80 feet.
Few beans. Phew. Or whee, with my little light crossbow.
Okay.
I don't know if this is gonna work. We're gonna see. I think I've only shot this thing twice before.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 13. So, don't forget to call out your shots.
Oh, right, yes, sorry.
Eloise, you raise your crossbow, and this little hand crossbow, I think it is of yours, or is it a light crossbow? I don't know. Anyway, you raise up your crossbow, and you're kind of trembling a little bit after seeing that shot that Blood from a Stone did, and you're just a little bit worried. But as you raise up your crossbow, you aim, and you fire, and you watch your shot go out, and it does strike one of the harpies. This one, in fact. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh shit. So 4, because it's 4 plus my dex, which is -1, but then +1 because it's a magic cross. It's a +1 light crossbow. So
4.
4.
Awesome.
I had to get a magic light crossbow to negate my shitty dexterity.
Yeah, you did. But you got it, and it did hit. It just hit, but it did it. Okay, so
And I gave it a paper cut, guys.
that's it for the Harpy's turn. Next we come to the ship's captain. She is aiming with her short bow. Actually, no, I lied. One second. She is going to run up to the side of the ballista, duck down, and bonus action hide. As she can. That's a bummer. But anyway. She does attack with her short bow. .13 does hit. So 10 points of damage to the harpy that Eloise had shot. And she kind of looks back at you, Eloise, and gives you that head up nod of, not bad, kid. That's it for her turn. Apollyon, what are you doing?
So they're 80 feet away now? I still can't see anything on the map.
Seriously?
Yeah. Do I need to move my character?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, I moved to the end of the boat.
Yeah, you're
Still
still
don't see anything.
just out of their vision. You know they're there. You know they're coming, but you can't quite see them. So you can still attack. You're just going to be rolling at disadvantage.
Alright, I'll just try Eldritch Blast again. And I'm gonna roll it twice this time, because 2 bolts.
Yeah, don't forget you're rolling at disadvantage. Yep, there you go. So 10 and a 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you should be calling that, not me. Not bad.
Yeah, 10 and 6 probably misses.
Yes, they both do miss. You send 2 Eldritch Blasts out from your mouth, Apollyon. Whoosh! But both of them just go shooting off into the dark, and you don't see anything happen.
Alright, yeah, that's it for my turn.
Okay, next up we have Cheeky Clouds, who I don't think actually has a ranged attack. Nope. So she's just gonna hang out down here and wait and hope they decide to come in. Winu, he's keeping a watch on the far side, trying to keep an eye out, but that's really it for right now for him. Liam, you're up next.
I'm holding 2 longbow shots for the first harpy to come within 68 feet that I can see him.
Okay. I dig it. Eloise, you're up next.
Yeah. Here's a weird question. The rigging.
Yeah.
Could I make... Because... This is going to be really weird. Spike growth is like a radius thing. But could I make it, instead of on the ground, the spikes grow out of the rigging so that if any of the harpies...
What does the wording of the spell say?
It says the ground.
Well, the rigging is not the ground.
I was just hoping you'd let me get creative with it. It's fine.
No, I mean, that's a cool idea, and like if I could figure out a way that would work and find an argument for it, but it's rope.
I would like not all the rigging, but just like the rigging within what the radius of like the spell would be. But that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. Moving on.
I just don't think that would work. I love the idea. I love the idea.
It's all good. Are they within 60 feet? Do I need to move?
No, they are about 80 feet. I just realized a lot of them, they're all outside of your range of vision anyway. So, yeah, should have gone a little bit differently, but that's okay. Anyway, right now, if you can't see them, you can still fire at them because you're seeing them within their silhouettes in the light. But anything you're going to be throwing is going to be a disadvantage right now.
Yeah.
His range on weapons and line of sight is kind of weird. But anyway, let's try not to get too bogged down. Anyway, what are you wanting to do?
I mean, I could try the crossbow again. Pretty much all I have right now until they get within range.
Make a crossbow shot at disadvantage.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah. This time, unfortunately, the range it's coming down too hard.
Even if it wasn't disadvantage at 12, it would even at advantage it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
I'm cocky.
But that's okay. Blood, you're up next.
Well, he's gonna hold a sharpshooter shot again, but I'm wondering. I think he'll set back here. I guess this is like the wall for where the quarters is, right?
Yeah.
And
so
this is like a raised platform.
This is an upper. Basically, what's underneath here, underneath that area, is your cabin. So you walk up these stairs to get up to the upper deck, and this is the lower deck. So there's enough space that you can stand there and not to see.
Yeah, that's what he'll end up doing. Is he's gonna prep another blazing bowstring sharpshooter shot, and he's just gonna wait.
Okay.
Until they get closer.
Ainsley, since it's her turn, she's just gonna go ahead and give inspiration to Apollyon. Apollyon, you're awesome! You're big and rippled and muscular, and it's great. Good for you. Take inspiration. And so you have a D6 as well.
All right.
Next, we come to the harpies. So let's see.
Do you have a picture of these harpies?
I do, but it's hard to show them without showing up. I'm not sure if you guys can see if you'll see their character sheet, but it's fine.
No, it just says basic info.
Then yeah,
a picture.
There they are.
Oh yeah,
there they are. Feminine-looking creatures with wings coming out of their back and huge claws and talons on their hands and on their feet. These are some wicked-looking creatures. And all of them are beginning to come in, so Blood, go ahead and take the shot that you're holding.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, shit!
Yeah, definitely gonna hit.
That's, that nat 20 is gonna kill something. Alright, yeah, fuck it's... Oh!
That's painful.
That's why you guys want him to go before combat starts. Because he gets auto crits.
Yeah, that was just painful. And you aim and fire, peeking out as these harpies all begin flying towards you all. And one of them just drops in a flaming mass of horror.
Got 51.
78 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that was...
With a single arrow.
What can I say? He's talented.
Okay.
Apparently.
So, the harpies are all double dashing, trying to get towards you guys.
Alright, I'll take my 2 shots at the first one that popped up there.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
$18 and a 12.
Both hit. The 18 does hit, the 12 does not.
Alright, 10 to that guy.
Okay. That's it for their turn.
Man, that's a lot of them.
Yeah, it is. Okay, let me see.
I think this is a good time for a break.
Oh, you know what? That's probably a good idea. It is 8:40. So why don't we go ahead and stop things for now, and we will pick back up in about 10 minutes. Stay tuned, everybody.
Well, Jewish shit. It's all concentration. God damn it. Matt, a friend who's watching is saying that you're muted or something because they can't hear you. Otherwise, the sound's been great tonight so far.
Oh, thank you very much. You're right. I forgot to unmute myself. Very much appreciated. Whoever's watching, thank you very much.
Nico and Ryan.
Nico and Ryan, love you to death. Thank you for letting me know. What happened was, Talia, the captain of this ship, lunged forward with her rapier and tried to stab at the harpy that was swarming her. However, with a 10, she missed. And the harpy just flapped its wings backward and sent it out of the way. And that's it for Port Alia. Apollyon, you're up next, bro.
Alright. Is it possible for me to move up here and then, like, lean my head over the side of the ship and cast my lightning breath?
Well, so
in a
here's the
30-foot
deal. You were already right here. And if you move out of some of the harpies' range, it's gonna provoke attack of opportunity.
Oh, even if they haven't attacked me already?
Yeah,
Well,
they're
they're in your
right up
space.
next to you. So this is where you were. I will allow you to. However, in doing so, you're going to have 2 attacks of opportunity.
Hold on, I'm reading my spell.
'Cause this is where you are right now. You do have 3 in range.
Alright. I'm definitely going to do this. I just need to think about my positioning, I guess. I guess I'll just do it from where I'm standing, honestly. I can probably get like half of them.
Okay, what is it you're trying to do?
My lightning breath. Breath weapon attack.
Okay, so what is the range on your lightning breath? Let's start with that.
I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure it's a 5 by 30 foot line.
It's if
5
it
by
lets
30
you
line.
stick his head out.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, is like stick my head to the side and try to like hit all of these in a line. I'll take 3 attacks of opportunity to do it, if you'll allow me to do it.
Okay, so just so I'm understanding what it is you're doing. You're wanting to stick your head over the side. Now,
It's not my whole body, just my head, so that I can be like firing down that line where they're all in a line. You can say it's not possible, but that's just my
well,
idea.
I'm trying to figure out whether or not it is possible. So let's talk this out. Because all these harpies, while they are flying close, they're not like level with you. They're in various stages of up. Some of them are flying high, some of them are flying low.
You can accomplish that on a grid.
It's hard to represent some things that are flying on a 2-dimensional map. But from an abstract purpose, what I'll allow is let's see what is the range on that? Did you say?
5 by 30 feet.
5 by 30.
Like, I'm trying to hit all 6 of those on the back, if possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're not gonna be able to hit all 6 of them because not all of them are in that same line. Some of them are flying high, some of them are flying low. I'm gonna say that you could probably use your breath weapon to hit 4 of them.
Still a good number.
Because you're
Go
firing it this way, and
hit those.
yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
I'll allow that. Okay. So each of them have to make a 16 dexterity.
Ugh, bunch of 2s. Oh.
Okay,
2 of them take.
2 of them take full
Okay.
damage. 2 of them take half. So we're going to say the first 2 in that line. That takes the half. So each of them take 5 points of damage.
Yep.
The other 2 take the 11.
And I'm really stupid because I should have raged before that, but I'm gonna rage now as a bonus action.
Absolutely you
And that'll be it.
are. Okay. That's it for you. Cheeky is up next. 40 foot speed. Cheeky is going to come running up next to her captain's side and just start throwing hands at the harpy in front of her.
I love the way you put that.
Oh,
You gotta catch these hands, fool.
Catch these hands, motherfucker. $20 and a 21 definitely hit. Okay. 15 points of damage to the one right in front of her captain. Bonus action. Yeah, bonus action flurry of blows. Okay, a 19 and a 21 definitely hit as well. Ah, I like to play this. I haven't played it very much. I'm gonna start playing. But anyway, 14 more points of damage on the harpy. Whew, it's not looking too good. It is Winu's turn. And he's looking back and he sees all of the harpies from where they are. Let's see.
Nice little guest appearance by my son.
Hey, blood son. Okay, so Winu is going to move. He's moving towards the edge of the deck, and as he does so, as a bonus action, he just grows from his medium height to large, and he doubles in size.
Oh, he's way the hell over there.
He pulls out a crossbow from his belt, and he's going to fire. Unfortunately, his shot goes wide, and the harpy just shoots it out of the way and dodges the crossbow bolt. But that's it for his turn. Liam, you're up next.
Alright. Then, with 50 feet and 55. I'll get right there. I'm gonna take on this harpy right there, right in front of me. 2 quick slashes with my new longsword, Suyahime.
Yep, both definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
23.
Okay, that
19
harpy,
points right there.
that harpy right there was already pretty damaged and was kind of flapping a little bit weakly as it came towards you, and you just cut once, twice, and the harpy falls down out of the air and into the water.
All right. Bonus action, arm strike to the one right in front of Eloise.
Definitely gonna hit.
24 will hit. 7 bludgeoning, and if it's still up, I'd like to do a stunning strike.
Okay, I like it. What roll is the harpy have to do? Is the harpy have to do?
It's a con save.
Oh, that's a natural one. So
That's gonna fail.
So,
All right. Quick physics question: what happens when a harpy loses the ability to flap its wings?
interesting question. And the harpy was in the air, just barely within range, and you just punch out, and with your manipulation of ki, you hit those pressure points. The thing freezes and immediately drops down into the water.
I hope there's a big fish down there. That'd be great.
Oh, it just
Okay.
it's just like imagine Elmer Fudd in the air, and then suddenly it and plummets, splash, big gust of water.
I love it. All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, I love it. So this thing for right now, Eloise, is gone. It is just straight up not there.
Cool.
I was wondering we were gonna start having some fun on this ship.
Great, I'm gonna do it. Okay. I am going to take this step back, and I am going to.
Now, Eloise, I will say that as you step back, the harpy here does have an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
And it is going to make its 2 swipes with its claws. Or it's just 1 swipe. 8. So
No.
it misses.
Yes. Okay. I am going to cast Ice Knife at this one.
Yeah, 18 is
So
definitely
does-
going to hit.
Yes. So that target specifically is going to take 1d10 of piercing damage. So it's going to take 1 piercing damage. But then the shard explodes, and each target, the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 10 cold damage.
I like it.
Yeah.
So,
That's all 5 of these.
Yep, and what is it again? A dex save?
Yeah. So 2 of them succeed.
2 of them succeed. I'm going to say, let's see. This one succeeds. This one does not. So it's only when they succeed, when they fail, they take the damage, right?
Yeah. When they fail, they take the cold damage. The one that I hit still takes the 1 piercing damage, but
Succeeded. Now the one itself that also takes it, doesn't it?
If it fails the dexterity saving throw, yes.
Okay, yep. Okay, there you go. You throw out this ice knife and it smashes into that first harpy and then explodes outward. And most of the harpies take a smack and a battering, and they just barely manage to flap up and keep themselves in the air.
That's close to as an area of effect spell I can do right now.
Yeah, that is a good one. Blood. You're up next.
I don't remember if we actually discussed it, but I'm guessing it would be an action to swap out the blazing bowstring for my dissolving bowstring, wouldn't it be?
Well, I mean, it's an item interaction. I'm going to say that because of the complexity of it, because it is a bowstring,
yeah.
I'll allow you to do it as a bonus action.
Oh ho ho. Well, alright then. I will do that. We'll go sharpshooter and we'll go bowstring of dissolving. And let's see here. You know what? The big boy, he can take care of him. Well, shit, he's got a lot of them around him now. Fuck.
Yeah, we talk out a game of him sharing these bowstrings. I don't see it happening.
Well, I mean, you haven't asked for one yet in combat, or for combat. He's gonna buy them all. He's a Pokemon collector. He wants the whole set. But for now, we'll take a shot at this one that's right in front of the big dog. But we're going to slide over, kind of line up the shot with her, and we're going sharpshooter on that shot.
Who are you hitting?
The one that's direct right here.
Okay, I got you.
So I'm guessing she's like floating a little above the big dog there.
Yep, a
So
little
I'm
bit
just
there, but you're good.
shooting over his shoulder. It's a 9.
Yep,
I could roll that d6. But I have a feeling these bitches are going to start doing their thing.
Well, I mean, you do have that D6, and it only lasts for a minute, so it's up to you.
Oh, I think Bardic Inspirations, weren't they 10 minutes?
Is it 10 minutes? Maybe.
Well, you know...
It's an hour.
No, it's not an hour.
Well, I know a 13 is 10, but I'd have to get at least a 4.
I know it's more than a minute,
Yeah,
so 10 minutes sounds right.
10 minutes. You're fine.
You know what, we're going to hang on to it. Just in case, like I said, I know what Harpy's doing. I'm sure Blood knows it too, since he's probably had to deal with these bitches before. So,
Okay, so
we're gonna hang on to it.
You shoot, and the arrow goes wide underneath one of the harpies, and you miss. That's it for your turn. Ainsley, kind of looking at all of you right now. Message. Ainsley is going to move up just a little bit. Seeing all of the harpies that are over there. She's keeping her distance a little bit, however. She is going to cast down. Yeah, she is casting Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Yeah, so she calls out, "Hey, harpies! You must not know how to flap too well, because a lot of you have fallen in the drink. casting that one on the one right over here. So they need to make a wisdom saving throw. And that's a 9, so that's a failure. So this harpy just begins laughing, and you all hear the most horrible sound of this as this harpy begins just laughing uncontrollably. And it just drops as well because it falls prone, and it just drops into the water. However, it is their turn. And the harpies, the one that fell, actually there's two of them that's fell, just barely managed to begin flying upward. They're in the water, they're pushing themselves.
Well, the one I stunned is stunned for this whole turn. It doesn't get to move until my next turn.
That's fine. The other one is pushing itself up out of the water, still laughing, still cackling.
Actually, the laughing one needs to make another wisdom saving throw on its turn.
Can you give me a moment to fucking explain what's happening?
Sorry.
Anyway, it's flapping and pushing itself up in the water, trying to get itself up. You guys can see them now because they have managed to push themselves up and are at least flapping in the water. The one that you've stuck, is still underneath. You are correct about that. But the other one is flapping and trying to push itself up. It's still laughing uncontrollably, so it does need to make its wisdom saving throw. And it fails again. So as it does, it just bursts out in laughing once again, and it just sinks.
Aww.
The rest of them. I'll go from the top down. First one flaps over and is attacking the captain. Actually, no, I changed it. Sorry. This one is back here. And what it's doing, it begins flapping its wings upward and gets about 10 feet higher than what it was. And then it begins to sing this magical melody that's just harmonious thing. And all of you stand there transfixed and amazed. And I need every single one of you, including everyone on board, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit. That's not good. We're gonna try that.
Oh shit!
Yep, we're not in good shape there, Liam. Oh, fuck! Big dog against neither.
Yeah, the mental save's not too good at.
I just rolled low.
Well, fuck! It's just us. Everybody else. Well, it's just the three of us. So fucking are failing. Oh nope, Captain too.
Oh yeah.
How we're gonna walk toward death.
So, let's see here. Eloise, that's a save. Winu just barely saved. Ainsley saved. Cheeky Cloud saved. Talia did not. Liam did not. Blood did not. So everyone here is currently charmed until the song ends. The harpy must make a bonus action on subsequent turns to continue singing. They can stop singing at any time. Blah, blah, blah. While charmed by the harpy, the target is incapacitated and ignores the songs of other harpies. If the charmed target is more than 5 feet away from the harpy, the target must move on its turn towards the harpy by the most direct route. It doesn't avoid the opportunity attacks, but before moving into damaged terrain, blah, blah, blah. And you can also repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn. If a creature save is successful, the effect ends. So, anyway, Blood, Liam, Apollyon, and Talia are all currently charmed by this harpy song.
Okay.
Oops. There. The harpies, now seeing the captain charmed, the two closest to them, or the one closest to him, is moving around and comes to the other side of Cheeky Cloud, and both of them are going to be making their multi-attacks. They get 2 attacks on Cheeky. First attack misses. Second attack misses. Third attack hits. That's 8 points of damage. Fourth attack misses. So out of all of that, for those two, she takes 8 points of damage. Next up we have this harpy here, and it is flying towards you, Eloise. It is making 2 attacks on you. First with its claws. And that's a 6, so that misses. The second is a 10, that also misses. Let's see, this one here moves up just a little bit because to get a better aim, and it's attacking you, Liam. 14 misses, and the 17th, is that hit?
That's also a miss.
That's it for them. This harpy here moves up 1 and is attacking you, Liam, as well. And that's a 10, which misses, and a 4, which misses. The remainder harpies is coming for you, Apollyon. This one moves up. Go. Claw attack, that's a 21. Is that hit?
Yes.
So you take 9 points of damage, reduced by half. So that's 5.
Yeah.
And anyone who does end up getting hit can make a saving throw if you're not getting hit by the harpy who's singing.
This is true.
Hey!
So you can go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, which does affect you. Which you do manage to break it, and you are now no longer charmed. As the second attack, the club attack, hits you for a 23. So that's a natural 20. That does hit.
That's
And wow, a whole 4 points of damage, reduced by half. 2 more points of damage to you, Apollyon.
okay.
Have,
And
yep.
Apollyon takes that. He's going to use his reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke and snap his fingers in a Z snap and go, "Oh no, you didn't!"
Oh, I love it. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Failing a lot of their saves. Yes!
Oh, and a 7.
13 fire damage as rainbow flames surround this creature and burn it.
I love it. And the flames just burst out into the air around us, and it screeches in pain. Ah! Taking 13 damage. Love it. Okay. This harpy here is coming up towards you as well, and it is attacking you. So that's 22 with its claws, so I believe that hits. So 4 points of slashing reduced by half. And a 13, it swings its club out and just clanks against you. But you're Apollyon. You're stronger than that, and it just bounces off your chest.
Yep.
Next off, the remaining harpies are flying towards you, Blood, as you kind of crouch there along the side. One just lands on the edge of the balcony and swings down at you with its claws. That's an 18 to hit.
That one will hit.
So 6 points of damage, and one with its claws, that's a 12, so I assume that misses.
Uncanny dodge the 6. So 3.
Okay, 3 points of damage for that.
And I guess make it save.
Go ahead and throw up that uncanny die, so I can see that.
Fuck me if I could find the stupid thing. What's it gonna do? Oh, cunning actions. Well, oh wait, no, here it is. At 5th level, I can reduce attack against me. The damage. It's like the 2nd time I've ever used it, and we've been playing since like last June.
Yeah. So, one more harpy comes flying towards you, and it's making 2 attacks as well. So,
Oh,
21
yeah.
definitely hits. So that's 4 more points of damage.
Yeah.
And a 21, which also hits, for 2 more points of damage. They're rolling for shit.
Should I make 3 wisdom saves on that? Since they hit me 3 times?
Yeah, technically you would have.
Yeah, well, I saved on the first one.
You did save on the first one. So
that's
you
another
are
6 off.
3
Yeah.
of the chart.
Yipper-doodle.
Okay. It is Talia's turn. Unfortunately, she did not get hit. And her entire impulse is to fly, to get as close to that harpy as possible, which, in my mind, what that means is she's going to just turn, take a running leap off the edge of the boat, and go flying through the air, jumping towards the harpy.
Matt,
Yeah?
real quick, didn't the captain get hit once?
She didn't, they missed.
Yeah,
They missed. But it does. The spell does say before they go into like.
Is it before? I think it was.
Yeah, it's before they go into a damage, like, it says lava and stuff like that.
Damaging terrain.
I would think going into the water where she could drown and die, could we not consider that damaging?
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say in this circumstance, just...
But also, she has water breathing cast on her because I've been casting it on all of us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Just someone-
she won't drown.
she won't drown, but she is now in the water, pedaling as hard as she can.
Oh, and the ship has stopped.
Yeah.
What am I? I'm getting all worked up over. Yeah, the ship stopped. We're fine.
Not a big deal.
He ain't going nowhere.
Apollyon, you're up.
Oh, can she make a wisdom save?
Oh yeah, she does need to do that.
Now that I've shaken off this being charmed
Nope.
and come to my senses,
Nope.
I'm ready for battle.
Oh.
And now I'm be using my shield and my scimitar of speed, and I'm gonna attack this harpy that's right here to the south. And I will attack recklessly on the first attack.
Must be him dropping out again. Damn it.
$22 to hit.
Oh, it definitely hits.
Uh, 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage as you go slicing into that. Which one are you hitting again? This one?
South of me.
Oh,
Alright, and then I'll attack again.
Yep, absolutely. It's still up.
Still up.
13.
13 just hits.
$12 points of damage. And bonus action, one more swing.
Yeah, absolutely. 17 hits. So 3 slashes. 3 slashes with your Scimitar of Speed. Once, twice, third time. You cut into it, and you're just slicing through this creature as it's flying in the air. It just drops out of the air onto the deck.
Hell yeah. Cut him down, boys! I yell as I raise my scimitar high.
Yeah, you do. It's Cheeky Cloud's turn, and she just saw her captain dive over the edge. She goes into a flurry of attacks against the Harpies.
Cheeky's one of the ones that saved. Oh wait, it was me and everyone from the ship except for the captain.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
She saved. So a 17 and a 14 both hit. 10 points of damage. The first attack hits this harpy right here, and it just drops. And it's just a punch smashes into the side of this harpy's face, and it just falls to the ground, clatters on the deck. Second strike, she turns around and punches at the harpy next to her, and that which also hits, doing 7 points of damage. She is then going to go into a flurry of blows. Unfortunately, neither of those managed to hit. She's punching wildly. And as she twists around trying to hit this harpy, the first one connected, but the second and third one misses as the harpy flies up overhead. That is it for her turn. Winu is up next, and 30 feet to right here. He raises his crossbow, and he is firing as well. Finally hits.
Does his crossbow grow with him, since it's a magical effect?
Yeah, probably.
I've always thought of that. Yeah, I mean, when somebody does it, does shit grow with them?
I like to think
I mean,
probably.
if my shit just like polymorphs with me, why wouldn't the shit grow or shrink?
Exactly. So 7 points of damage total. That's right. Anyway. Okay, Liam, you're up next.
Alright, so as I move this way, I'm going to take 2 attacks of opportunity because I'm going straight towards that harpy right now.
You're not by anything. Oh, I see what you're talking about. You're going to go up to these 2. Okay.
I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
These.
Gotcha.
So as I move away, I'm going to take 2 attacks of opportunity. I just want to see what happens immediately.
What? I'm sorry. What is it you're doing?
I'm still charmed. I'm forced to come towards big harpy in the sky. So as I take 2 attacks of opportunity as I move, if I get hit, then I can make a wisdom save. Otherwise, I'm jumping overboard. So just make your attacks and let me see what I got to do.
Absolutely. So 17 and an 8.
Nope, they can't hit me, which is normally a good thing.
Normally a good thing, but you just go running
All
as
right,
fast as
so
you can towards the
walking
fucking
through-
harpy.
Yeah.
You just you watch as
And I jump
running.
overboard. I guess I take. Do I take one more swipe as I pass by
Yeah,
that guy?
probably. I'm gonna say probably. And that's an 18.
No, 18 doesn't hit. Sorry, never mind. I just dive.
You just dive into the water trying to get at the harpy that charmed you with its song. I like it. Eloise, you're up next.
Do I get a save at the end of my turn? I think I read that
Yeah,
also.
You do. Yes.
Do I get a save at the end of my turn?
Yes, you do.
Matt?
Yes. Can you hear me? Yes.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Never mind, I failed again. That's a 10.
Anyway, Eloise, it is your turn.
I don't know if I should try to hit the singing one or if I should try to hit a cluster of them again. Oh, I think Apollyon's okay. I'm gonna try Ice Knife again and on the singing one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for your ice knife. 27's definitely going to hit.
And she needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Is she higher than 5 feet above the two in the water?
Oh yeah, definitely. She's
Yeah, okay, so they don't have to make dexterity saving throws.
She's good, and the dexterity saving throw was a 10, so it's a fail.
Yeah, so she takes 14 points of damage in total.
14 points of damage. This ice knife goes flying through the air, strikes this harpy, and explodes. And you just see the ice start crackling over her front and frosting over, and she has a nice sized gouge in her belly.
is it a concentration say? Like
That's what
throws?
It does not say anything about concentration.
No, I think it only stops if she's incapacitated.
Yep. Yep, looks like it. The song ends if the harpy is incapacitated. But 14 points of damage. This harpy is looking kind of rough. And Blood, it's your turn.
I'm guessing if I tried to take a shot at her, it'd be ranged, and I'd have disadvantage because of these two, wouldn't I? Because they're within 5 feet of a ranged attack.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll disengage. And, kind of slip up.
Give you something for that?
What?
Sharpshooter doesn't give you something for that?
No, well, since they're within 5 feet of me, that would impose me a disadvantage for any kind of ranged attack. Because they could, like, fuck with me while the rules on it is, yeah, they would be, like, fucking with me while I do it.
Yep.
So he's disengaging to here, and he is going to
disengage.
take a sharpshooter shot at her. Don't get the sneak attack, but if it hits, should be able to do some decent damage to her. 15?
Yep, 15's definitely gonna hit.
So that's 16 and a 6 on the freaking poison or the acid. So 26 is 30.
Okay, 30 points of damage to this harpy, which is more than enough to take this thing out. You send that acid bolt of energy flying through the air, striking that harpy, and it just the center of its chest just dissolves as the thing plummets into the water.
Sweet. So wake up, Liam. Wake up, Captain.
Yep.
And
that does awaken the two that are currently treading water in the middle of the river.
And that'll be my turn. I'm kind of hiding down behind this giant, like, peeking out behind his fucking side of him like a little kid. What's going on, guys?
Okay. It is Ainflea's turn. Well, she is using her turn to run over to the side of the deck, pushing past the horse, grabbing onto a rope, and she's using her action to throw the rope out to the two that are in the water to try to help them onto the boat. So that's going to be their turn.
Alright, on Vale's turn, he cuts a level 4 fireball.
That's what he just told us in chat. I wish we could do it, but he's
So Apollyon, cheeky self, and whoever that person is who's beside me, we're all just gonna die with the harpies. Great, cool, awesome.
We're not actually gonna let. I don't think we're gonna let it happen. But
Okay, so since Liam's turn went by, the harpy has managed to swim up to the surface, and the two of them have to use their full action to get back into the air. So they're actually going to be kind of right about the two that were in the water.
well, one of them wasn't that because of the laughter?
One of them was because of the laughter, actually. Yeah. So I think she might have to make another.
Yeah, I think every turn chance she gets a. Oh fuck! I'll go find it. Or
Yeah, I've got Tasha's laughter. Each turn she gets a chance to save. She gets advantage if somebody hits her.
well, she's been in the water, so yeah. But
So
it's a
anyway,
13 for the girl's
She
save.
does need to make that wisdom check. And that is a 13, so that's enough. So yeah, she does manage to get back up into the air. That is her turn. Let's see here. This harpy here is going to fly over towards Ainsley and take some attacks at her.
Aww.
Does Cheeky get an attack of opportunity on her?
Oh wait a minute, yeah, she was next to him, wasn't she?
Uh-huh.
Cheeky would have gotten an attack of opportunity.
It's gonna be Blood's next wife.
And that's a 12, so that misses.
Cheeky, go, Cheeky, go.
The harpy-
Next wife, has Blood already had a wife?
I don't know. I never thought about that. I didn't come up with that backstory.
It's
So
just a backseat expression. You wouldn't understand.
With the claw attack was a 12, so that misses, but the 17 with the club does hit for 5 points of damage to Ainsley. Okay. The harpy next to Cheeky Cloud attacks. With a 7 and a 10, and so both miss. There are two next to Apollyon, so both of them are going to be attacking. With an 8 and a 22, so the 22 I assume hits. For 1 point with 1 point of fucking bludgeoning damage, Apollyon.
Yeah.
Reduced to half by 2. Second one attacks
But it's trash.
Shift this horn. The bitch.
with an 18 and a 4, which I know both miss.
What is your AC, bud?
1.
God damn, dude.
Have it good.
He's a tank?
This one.
No, wait, let me rephrase that. He's the tank.
Yeah.
Capital
You know
T.
it.
He's got 3 points of damage to Bo. Bro, I think.
Oh, this one. Okay. I wrote it down here somewhere.
I'm blanking on the name. It's okay. Second one is.
Actually, she's the only one I don't have written down. I have Rigor.
Yeah, I'll look Rigor. This harpy here, seeing how the battle is going and how. Knowing what she's here to do, she comes flying over here towards this horse, and she is going to make a grapple attack with her claws. So she's going to be latching onto this thing, trying to fly it. And that is a natural 1, which is definitely a miss. So
Oh, please tell me the horse attacks her. Please tell me the horse attacks her.
And you know what? For the fun of it,
That's
I'm
what
going to
horses
allow
do.
the
Horses
horse.
kick, man.
I'm going to allow the horse to have a reaction.
That's
just for the fun of
shadows. It's got,
And-
you know,
Hits
Oh,
with a 14,
that hits!
doing 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
that's my boy. That's my boy.
I
You
like
know
it.
you're never supposed to walk behind a horse.
It is Talia's turn, and she is in the water, trying to pull herself up and swim for the rope. So, I'm going to have her roll an athletics check. But yeah, I'd say a 12 is enough to pull herself on the rope, trying to start climbing up the deck. So I'm going to put her right about here right now. And that's what she did. Apollyon, you're up.
All right, time to get some, baby. 3 scimitar attacks. I'm gonna attack recklessly. Get the sweet advantage.
Which one are you attacking?
This one directly in front of me.
Okay, perfect.
$25.
Definitely gonna hit.
Oh, yeah.
$14 damage total.
14 points of damage. Yeah, this harpy is looking really rough right now.
Oh crap, I left the advantage on.
24.
Oh, 24.
Yeah, 24 is still good.
9, 11, 13 more points.
Oh yeah, 13 is definitely enough. You slash once with your scimitar, twice again up its chest, and it bisects underneath it, between its breast and through its neck, and it just drops to the ground as blood squirts out and just sprays you with its blood.
Yeah! Feel the wrath of the Golden Boy. And then can I use my bonus action attack to attack the next one?
Absolutely, you can.
Yep.
Woo!
26. Oh yeah.
Another 15 points of slashing damage.
15 points is just enough
15?
to take out that other harpy. So, since you're doing this, you're killing 2 of them in one move. Tell us how this looks.
Oh yeah, I slash at the one twice and gape through its body, and then just make one powerful horizontal slash as I cut through both of them in one swing.
I love it. And with a splash, both of these harpies just land in the river, both dead. That's it for Apollyon's turn. Cheeky Cloud's up next. She's got a harpy right next to her, so 2 attacks with her fists. Yeah, both hit. One's a critical.
Nice.
17 and a 27. 18 total points of damage. She punches once, punches twice, and then jumps and twists around and does a kick with her paw. Unfortunately, in that spinning kick, she just misses, and the harpy barely manages to dodge backwards. Safe, still barely alive. Okay. Come to Winu's turn, who runs up to the edge of the deck, over there by the stairs, pulls out his weapon, which is a scimitar. He pulls out a scimitar from his waist, and as he does so, flames just begin to coat the weapon. And he begins to attack with his scimitar. First attack is 14, which does hit, doing 23 points of damage. Second attack with the scimitar also hits for 19 more, which is definitely enough to take out that one. It drops to the ground in a flaming pile of ash and feathers and dies right there.
Sweet.
Liam, you're up next and you're in the water. You're treading water trying to keep yourself afloat.
Yeah, I figure I'll make my athletics check to try and climb the rope as well.
Yep, go ahead and make your athletics check. Ooh.
And that's a 5.
Yeah, with a 5, the captain is pulling herself up, getting about halfway up onto the boat, and you just reach out, you try to grab onto the rope, and you're pulling, and just your feet slip out from underneath you, and you're just unable to pull yourself up. You're still treading water, you're still holding onto the rope as best you can, but you're unable to climb up.
Well, that's my turn.
That's it for Liam. Eloise, you're up next.
15-foot cone look like?
Of what?
Cold breath.
Let's see. I'm sure I get it.
Because my question is, if I were to stand in this square and point it towards these two harpies, would I be able to hit both? Or no?
Let's see here.
I think you can hit 2 from where you are.
Okay, so this right here, that's 15 foot. So that looks like 15 feet from you. So where are you trying to aim?
Well, I was thinking about moving over here, and yes, taking that opportunity attack and aiming it at these two.
It's weird because I'd say yeah, you could probably. You could just barely manage to catch the both of them. Like you said, you are going to get an attack of opportunity, so I'll go ahead and do that. But that
It
was
misses.
an 11, so it misses.
Yeah. So my breath weapon. They both need to make con saves of 8 plus 6, so 14. They have to beat 14.
Well, with a 5 and a 3, they both fail.
Okay. So they both take.
So if you just click your breath weapon, it should pop up for you.
Well, I don't have it in my attacks.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I'll have to add it. But here, I'll pop it in chat. Okay, so it's 2d6.
Well,
Oh no, you're at 6 levels.
you're
3.
at level 7,
Oh!
so it does go up, so it's a 3d6. So go ahead and roll 3d6.
9 points of cold damage to both.
9 points of cold damage to both. Eloise turns and stalks towards 2 of these harpies. One of them slashes out with her claws, but misses as Eloise just ducks, and then opens her mouth and just roars, and this icy breath comes shooting out of her mouth at these 2 harpies, icing up the deck as well, doing 9 points of damage to each of them. I like it. both of them are frosted over and are looking a little icy and a little chilly, but both of them are still alive. Blood from a stone.
Well, seeing that this ugly winged bitch came for shadows, he is rushing over. He's going to get right up next to this bitch, and he's going to go ahead and do his 2-weapon fighting. So it's one swing and then bonus action for his other swing.
Like it.
We're going to... It's a 16 with that. And I got a question. Can I consider my horse an ally?
I'm going to say no.
The horse did kick her.
It's a horse, dude. It's a horse.
Alright, fine. It's 8 on that.
But 2's blade, whatever that is.
It's his brother's blade. He says he said this whole time he's had his brother's sword. If you remember back when we were in West End, he gave his brother's sword as collateral. Everybody knows.
No, that's right. I do remember that. It's just a short sword.
Yeah. This is gonna need.
That isn't 8 points of damage, which you run up and slash at it with your short sword, pulling it out from some hidden place underneath your cloak, doing a decent amount of damage.
And then he's gonna go with the dagger.
Yeah, 17's gonna hit. 7 more points of damage, which is more than enough to take out this harpy. So with that first slash, with your other hand, you pull out your dagger and just pierce it up into her throat. And the harpy just drops down to the ground.
That's what I was actually gonna say. It's like if she dropped down injured, just gonna grab her by the hair and just shove it up under her chin. Just be like, you don't touch my horse, bitch.
I like it.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. Ainflee's up next. Not a lot of the harpies left. She is going to move up around near you, Eloise, and try to help you out. So, she comes running up and she attacks with her rapier. And that's a 13, which just hits. So she does a total of 14 points of damage as she uses her blade flourish ability. Also, she's going to go ahead and use her slashing flourish, which allows her to expend one of her inspiration dies and add that to the damage. She will roll a d6. 2 more points of damage. 16 total. That harpy is looking rough. She comes running up and just stabs. Does this amazing lunging attack, twists her blade and pulls it out once again. And that harpy is damn. It's hurt. It is the harpy's turn. Two of the harpies, kind of seeing how battle is going, they're running the fuck. 80 feet of movement, double dash. That puts them right about there. So if you can see them, you can see them. It is Talia's turn now. She's still trying to climb up the side of the boat. So that's an athletics check. She does manage to get to the top of the boat at this point and is pulling herself up and over rail. That's your turn. Apollyon, you're up next.
All right, I'm gonna rush over to the north and attack this one that's preying on the tabaxi.
Like it.
You know the deal. Reckless attack. The 28.
Oh yeah.
14 points of damage.
Okay. That's more than enough to take out this harpy. As you slash 1 time, 2 times through this thing's belly, it just screeches out in pain as blood goes flying through the air, coating your body in the slickness of the rain that comes down over all of you. You're just covered in ichor, viscera, but the thing is dead.
All right, and I still have enough movement to move down here and attack this one also.
Okay.
Now, would I still get my second attack and the bonus action, or only the bonus action attack?
You know what? Because I know
If
this
I have
thing's
a-
pretty damn dead.
Attack.
I'm gonna say go for it.
Okay, yeah, I was just asking, when you have extra attack, does it have to be on the same target?
I think technically you're supposed to do 2 attacks in succession, but as a movement, part of your turn, I'm willing to allow you to do a 1 attack move, 2nd attack. But the enemies do the same thing.
Because like, if that enemy dies, right, I'm
Yeah.
not going to attack again.
As
if
long
it's
as you didn't use all of your movement, like if you use all of your movement then attacked, I wouldn't allow you to move anything to the side. But in this instance,
Right, that makes sense.
But in this,
Another 13 damage.
okay, definitely enough to take this guy out. So, Apollyon, these are the last guys here. How does this look?
Alright, I rush over to the north and attack that one, slashing through it, and spin around. I put my shield down on the ground and ride on it across the slippery deck of the ship, and when I get to this other one, I pop up in a little somersault and just do an uppercut of my scimitar straight through its neck and out the top of its head.
And with that, the final harpy drops to the deck. Blood squirting out, pouring everywhere in just a giant fountain. And Apollyon stands there victorious, triumphant, as he raises his scimitar high into the sky. All of the enemies lay dead before you. 2 of them had flown away, but I'm going to say that since it's 10 o'clock, this is probably a good place to end things for today.
Can we at least collect the heads and put them in my bag of colding?
Well, as you look around, you do see that there are 1, 2, 3,
6.
5. It looks like.
Well, there's 6.
Yep,
There's
6.
1 down by me.
There are 6 harpies now currently on the deck. So you
I'm still
absolutely-
having trouble climbing up.
Oh yeah, Liam with a 5. You're trying to pull yourself up on the deck, and you're just slipping, and your strength is failing you. You're exhausted, and you're calling, "Help! Help!" Liam's drowning, yo.
But
He's not. He has water breathing on him.
Okay, he's not drowning, but he's. And fortunately, the boat is stationary, so you don't have to worry about that. But he just can't pull himself up.
Get the giant to grab him.
Yeah, that's true. Winu comes walking over, looks down.
Sees the drowned rat over the side of the boat.
Yeah. And he reaches out, and it's a 12, so he reaches out and holds his hand out. You make a grab for it. I'm going to say, get yourself up on that. But yeah. So you do manage to collect 6 harpy heads. You can add that in.
I put it on the list. I saved it into the actual doc if you were wanting to write it down for your own notes.
Oh, I just wrote it into the haversack of colding memo.
Yep, best way to do it. So, okay, everybody. Good session tonight. Didn't travel quite as far, so unfortunately you have a little bit extra time before you get to the port of Laverin, but you did manage to protect yourselves and not die from the giant harpy invasion, so well done, you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Well, thank you everybody for watching tonight. I appreciate everybody who tuned in and stuck around for us. On behalf of everybody here in the Fab Five, I'm Matthew R. Dawson, and I just want to say thank you for watching. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next Monday. Thanks a lot, guys. Good night. Okay, good job, everybody.